For this cake, first melt 200 grams of cooking chocolate. Do it the safest way. Pour hot water into one bowl and place the bowl with chocolate on top. Let it rest for a few minutes, then stir. For the more experienced, microwave or double boiler. Once melted, let the chocolate cool down completely. Next, whip this one ready-made custard powder mix. I usually whip it, as in previous videos, with 600 milliliters of milk. But this time I'll use 800 milliliters as stated on the package. Why? I'm adding melted dark chocolate, which will further thicken the mixture. The mixture is somewhat runnier now, but it should be as it thickens while resting. Take another bowl and whip 500 milliliters of plant-based whipping cream. This whipping cream is pre-sweetened, so I won't add sugar. Those using dairy cream can add sugar to taste. I won't whip the whipping cream stiff, just lightly like this, because I'll add it to the custard filling to avoid over-whipping. Now you need to be a bit more careful. Pour the chocolate directly into the mixer beaters while whipping to prevent lumps from forming. Leave the mixer running. Then pour everything remaining into the mixer bowl. Be especially careful as this custard mix is whipped with cold milk, so we don't get too many lumps. By lumps, I mean chocolate lumps. Not a big deal, you'll get some crunch. Whatever remains here on the side, like this. It's fine, but that chocolate has already set. Now slowly add the whipped cream and whip everything together. I'll add it in 1, 2, 3 parts. This is one of the simplest chocolate creams you can make. Don't be scared just because I said. You must be careful with the chocolate to avoid lumps. Just let it cool properly. Now you'll see one of the most beautiful chocolate fillings. It's the simplest yet so foamy and airy. Just look. Next, take the bowl used for whipping the whipping cream. No need to dirty another one. Just wipe the edges a bit like this. Add 200 grams of regular whipped topping powder. Or use ready-made whipped cream. Then pour in 300 milliliters of milk. Now whip everything together. Next, we need 2 of these 300-gram packages of tea biscuits. Divide the biscuits into 4 parts to have 4 layers. To mimic 4 cake layers, each row here is 1 layer. Use a tray for assembling the cake. Layer biscuits, filling, whipped cream. Or use a baking pan like this. Line the bottom with foil, a bag, whatever you have. Tuck it in neatly like this. Now place a layer of biscuits. These biscuits are very thin, so no need to dip them. Those who've used them know. Now arrange 1 layer of these biscuits. When I take the cake out of the pan, I'll flip it twice onto the tray. 2 times. Do whatever is easier for you. If you have a cake ring, place it on the tray and work inside it. This is easiest for me. This is a larger baking pan. The bottom is 35 by 25 centimeters. So you know, if you decide to do the same as me. These biscuits are great for fitting in as they break very easily. They don't break randomly, but where you want them to. Now add a portion of the filling and spread it slowly. Since these biscuits aren't soaked, spread the filling slowly. Add a layer of whipped cream on top. I have an idea. Add 200 grams of plasma biscuit crumbs to this whipped cream, and you'll get a completely different filling, which will surely be fantastic. You know, like the one for chocomoco cake. That one, that's what I meant. Now, of course, a layer of biscuits. I fitted everything in. And now we start again. This is, believe me, a large, rich cake. I don't know how many kilos it might be since I don't sell cakes. So I don't know cake weights well. You'd best sum up the ingredients. Now, after filling it like this, I'll cover the whole cake with foil and refrigerate to cool. I left the cake in the fridge for about 5-6 hours to set. You can leave it overnight, it will soften even more. If the biscuits haven't softened, you can drizzle some milk over them, but I don't think it will be necessary. Now I'll just loosen the edges. To flip the cake more easily, I need to loosen it. And prepare 2 trays. One, let's say, as a dummy, and one on which the cake will be served. Now, the first flip. The first flip isn't so important. Come on, come out! Now the cake is upside down, but you can leave it like that. Upside down meaning the whipped cream is on top and the custard is on the bottom. That would be it. Maybe just shift the whole cake a bit, which is impossible. However you flip it, it's flipped. Now take and smooth all these edges. Smooth them out nicely like this to have all the corners neat. I've never measured the cake, but there's a first time for everything since I don't sell cakes. For those who want to know its weight, exactly 3 kilograms. This is regular whipped cream I'm using for coating, a mix of whipped topping and cream, because I bought regular whipped topping at the store. For 200 grams of topping, 300 milliliters of mineral or plain water, or milk. Cold, of course. This time, it's not like that. For 200 grams, 200 milliliters. And I don't know why that is. Why is the whipped topping so much weaker? Does that happen to you? I won't put too much effort into decorating this cake. I'll just add some whipped cream and pipe a bit for decoration, just so it's not so bare. This cake is for us, so I don't need to spend too much time. To hide these lines, I always sprinkle something on top like this. I solve all my problems simply. Sometimes it's walnuts, hazelnuts, biscuit crumbs, chocolate, whatever I have at the moment. So, here's a little tip on how to manage easily and make your cake look perfect, even if it's full of lines underneath. For example, like this. And now I have some sugar pearls here, which I'll sprinkle on top, even though there's not much contrast. They usually go on dark colors, but they'll do. And that's it. The cake is finished.